Well, welcome back to another edition of the New England Racing Show, Channel 23 in Manchester, New Hampshire, and I'm your host, Bill Sturgis. We visited Lee Speedway this past Friday, May 3rd. It was their official opening night, and we thought we'd do something a little different rather than just showing race highlights. We take you on a tour of the pits where the Super Modifieds pit, and then we wanted to show you a bunch of happy racers, so we taped all the victory lane celebrations after the races of the four divisions. And it was nice to see all those people, some of them first-time winners, kids, and just having a great time. So let's go to that. At 7 o'clock, the gates open at 3, and everyone's there at 3 o'clock getting their cars ready and just hanging out and taking in the sunshine. This is Mike Medicine. He just had his car lettered last week, and it's really a nice looking job. Jake Sturgis in the CASA sponsored car, Court Appointed Special Advocates. Ryan Gaff with his beautiful designs. The whole car is just done over. That's the 21 of Eddie Whitcomb Sr. is the owner. Wayne Hellowell drove it last year, but at the last minute decided that the schedule was too full with his other cars. So Tommy Tomborello's driving the 21. And I guess they have the 14 as a backup car, or Eddie Whitcomb Jr. will drive it if he's not racing his big block super, which he was at Oswego this past weekend. That's the 59 of Mo Latimer, owned by former super driver Dick Osborne. Himself a pretty good racer from the 70s and 80s. A lot of these cars are old big block cars that were converted. They may not be the latest design, but they still run pretty well. 68 of John Booth. That's him working on the car. This is his first year racing a Super, but he's raced other cars, so he's not a true rookie. The 24 of Super Dave Sanborn. Owner's Howie Clapp, who used to drive a late model in the 70s and 80s. The 38 of John Parker. He's trying to get the hang of it. A little new to the game, but he's doing pretty decent. It's Leslie Kaiser's 27, a really fast car and really nice looking car. And then, in my opinion, probably the most beautiful car is Mike Sperling's. There's no paint job on it, it's just all polished aluminum. We get to the number 2 of Tony Carroll. He's getting ready to take it out now for a practice session. And what's this? Oh, the official guard dog of Lee Speedway, in case anyone tries to steal a Super Modified. That's the number 38 of Ricky Wolf. He's a former late model driver, really good driver. And Ryan Gath has just won the super modified feature. He's speechless. He's not used to the victory lane interviews, but he will be. And that's Bob Watson interviewing everybody, the promoter of Lee Speedway.
Yeah, a couple of guys just all over the place and not hold the line. It's all right. A couple of good guys, but.
Well, what about the LeBron drive for them?
I can't thank Bob and Wickham enough, and the Wickham family. This all just happened. I wasn't going to be racing. And Wednesday night, they gave me a call. Unfortunately, we had a busy schedule and asked me, and I can't thank everybody enough. My wife, the sponsors, Sherburne Consolidated, Harrington Haven, Wickham Foreign. These guys are great to work with. I think be okay.
I think we'll find a victory lane a few times before the same problem.
Yeah, it's a new car. We're going to learn it, and it's in one piece, and I'm a little small, but waiting, so it'll get me fit a little better.
Congratulations, son. Great run.
Yeah, thank you.
That was Tony Tombarella, finished second. And the old-timer Sparky McIver finished third.
The oldest driver in the team, huh? Not the oldest, but I'll tell you, when you get a little bit of experience going, congratulations on third place. Yeah, thanks. We started third and we finished third. We just, we didn't just start up tonight. I'd like to thank my sponsors, Bob Chad of the car owner and R&R Public Snow Sailors and Lee Speedway for having us here every Friday night, Benson's, Lumber. Everybody, all the fans, thank you. I gotta tell you, we gotta thank your wife and your daughter for keeping this. Yeah, they do a good job. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Sparky, we're gonna run you. Back up to you, John.
And that was the victory lane for the super modifieds. The next class out was the hobby stocks, and you'll see as we go along, there's a lot more excitement. These super guys are used to the victory lane interviews, but you get down to the other classes, and it's a lot of them it's first-time winners, and they're really excited. So we get to the hobby stocks, and Jim Piasny was the winner. Pat Tangway was second. Ron Washburn third. And Pat Tangway we interviewed when they had the race car show, Lee Speedway's race car show at the Rochester Lilac Mall. And we wished him well, and he looked like he had a really nice car, and he was obviously doing pretty well.
And we raced Star Speedway.
I must say, it was a great way to start. When you made that move on, actually, you did. You had the lead. Did you have any practice at it before?
I don't know. I didn't even know if anybody was back there or not. I didn't hear anybody, so if they were in my bumper or I was checking out ahead. No clue.
Good job, good job. And you already thank your sponsor, so we'll still let you actually enjoy this trip.
All right. Thanks, Bob.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time.
That was Jim Piasny.
So thank you, Jim. Now we have another big guy right here, Patrick Tangway. What do you think?
Man, that was fun to get back out here again. I got to thank my sponsors, National Septic, Toss Touch, M&M Used Cars, iTope Racing Engines, Bobby, Roger Pizza, Team Designs, and then without my crew, my dad, Eric, Matt, my wife Jen, Tyler. Great way to start the season. It's in one piece.
One piece, you got a nice second coming out of here too.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Don't forget the pizza guy.
Oh yeah, Roger's Pizza.
That's Pat Tangway.
Let me get over here. Here's a veteran that's been around for a while. I'll tell you, what's up, Ronnie? You've been around longer.
Ron Washburn.
I'd just like to thank my crew. They worked hard tonight. Had water, gas, wood Ron. Finally got it. Shoot the Moose Disco. Pleasant Valley Motorsport.
Shoot the Moose Disco.
Yeah.
Shoot the Moose. What do you think of that, John?
Disco.
Shoot the Moose. What is it, a disco club?
Yeah.
How about this one when I was 70?
That was you, kid. Thank David's race cars. And my son's guy, David James.
David James has been around forever. That place was a trial when he was here. Congratulations, Ron.
Thank you.
Okay, take care. John, back up to you.
I know, actually, I think we're going to stick with you. Janet wants to do the 50-50,
Oh, yes, that's
so get your 50-50 tickets out, fans. We're going to do the drawing down at the start-finish line. 50-50 happening right now. Stand by as soon as Bob finishes his run. Yeah, okay.
If you're a racer at Lee Speedway, this is your favorite place to be after the race, is in Victory Lane, getting interviewed and having your picture taken. And they'll take the first three finishers and stand them together and take their pictures.
The number tonight is 4, 6, 7, 8.
This is the Victory Lane for the Ironman. Travis Hollins with his hands-on car won. Obviously, you can see why it's called that.
How you doing? Good job, Emery. Not too bad first time, huh? Buddy, what are you doing? Guys.
No, Kevin.
That's all right, Emery.
Good job. Knew we could do it.
Bob, you all right?
Knew we could do it.
He was in, yeah, probably, not a bill. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Check 1, 2.
There you go, Bobby.
All right. Get over here. We left him up there in turn 3 and 4. What did we do? They did end up starting on the pole and taking down the win. Congratulations.
Thanks. I've got to thank my family for putting this car together, and Kevin Emery especially for doing all the weld job and everything on this car, and Shoy's Construction, Gentle Giants Forestry, and the sign line for everything.
I want to tell the fans a little bit about our experience that we had in Rochester. You might see all these hands all over this race car. Well, this gentleman had this race car up in Rochester. He had people come by and put their hands on the car, and it actually drew out their hands. And now it's a hands-on racing is what you come up with?
Yes.
That's great. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Super deal. You see about
Travis will be doing a lot of those interviews, I think. Second place, John Simino.
This year, I've got to thank John Simino, Dottie Simino for letting me drive for them, NATO Racing, NATO Insights Trucking, DNR Towing, and ARO Parts. Everybody's done a great job getting the car together. The race was awesome. I was set up and I was ready to go.
Let me ask you a quick question. Last year you were Care Plus ambulance corps. Now you're in a race car. This kind of works. Did you get any experience driving an ambulance?
I grabbed them a little fast, but not like this. I'll go on the track, you know, I got to thank Rick Judy McDonald to give us this track so we can run on Friday nights. We have a great time, and again, a big thank you to John Simino and Dottie Simino for asking me to drive for them and giving me the car that took us here to the top 3 tonight on opening night.
With your congratulations. You know, lady, you had a good day. Look at this young gentleman here. Here we go. What are you doing? Finishing, hold you finish.
Yeah, my first one. I didn't expect to go come in third the first night here.
I'll tell you, when your dad's got a lot of hopes in you, and I think we do too here at the Speedway.
Yeah, me too. I wanted to thank my family for getting me this car because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. My cousin, my brother, my friend, his girlfriend were coming to watch me today, and Brian.
Did a good job. Congratulations, my man, taking over. Third place finisher. Ladies and gentlemen, nice round of applause for our top three.
Nice job, Ty.
Now here they're gonna get a picture in that thing. Back up to you, John.
All right, thank you very much, Bobby. Coming up next will be the late model sports of the
I said, water.
Yeah, keep Brandon and Tim on that.
Let's go, everybody, we gotta go.
And then they'll get Tim.
Let's go.
Playing the system.
I've never been down here.
You know what? I don't know how much time.
And we got a few highlights here of the late model sportsman race. Down the back stretch. A pretty good battle for the first 5 places. And the winner was Grant Athier. Second, Nick Magnetti. And third, Albie Ovitt.
Hey, kiddo.
And this is Grant. He's used to these victory celebrations. He's won quite a few races at Lee.
Hey, awesome. Still want to thank everybody for coming out. Let me get through here quickly. Hold on. We have to wait till the inspector is off. Check inspector, check it. As soon as they're done, what do you do? All right, check it. As soon as the tech inspector looks on, checking tires and checking. Look at this guy down here.
Our clock's reversed.
It's not his first visit, obviously.
Some beautiful looking cars too. That's Nick's car. Second place, the black one, and third place, the number 4 of Albie Ovitt.
My mistake, I go off, I hit my car cooler off the wall, so we could rush and try to fix it on the whole front end out, the rear end. Check the front wheel. They were brand new wheels, they never did do a new wheel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're not gonna like that. You're gonna have to take that off.
Yes, you're gonna have to touch it up, sorry.
I'm sure you got some people you want to thank as well. There's one guy right there. He works pretty hard.
Yeah.
Big Dan.
Yeah, Danny, he's awesome. I really gotta thank all the guys. We actually tore up and doing the heat racing. We didn't have much time to get it all straightened out. Beyond that, I gotta thank James R.C.G., ARP Auto, Seacoast Wholesale, Pages Wholesale, Lee Speedway, my mom, my girlfriend, Pam for the awesome mobile steering wheel, and all my guys. Oh, that's for Prime Storage, of course. So, yeah, they do a great job for us. They help us out every year, and it actually means a lot. So.
I'll tell you, you gentlemen that finished second, Dick Miami, last one for the top of the top race, he had a nice lead, he's not by himself. Now he came right into second place. I mean, guys just
Oh yeah, he's they got that thing cranking. They're not going to do it next week or two. They're going to break through in the race, and probably more than that. So, I'm definitely working hard at it.
I mean, I have to say the competition in the sport is pretty stout.
It's a lot more stout than it has been. I mean, you got 3 different cars here this week, and next week you might have the same 3, so there you go.
Great. Again, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Granny, you're taking down the win. Good Mr. Gilman. They call him, you were telling me earlier tonight, they call you Spinner, or what is it? Loopy. I'm getting a little bit of reflecting back on the Government Cup race. Guys, right out of the box, off the trailer, led that thing for quite a few laps, spun out pretty much on your own.
Yeah, we came out fast after that. We got a big lead, just close to the guy. This is a little bit of redemption tonight for us, so hopefully we'll get away with it.
Well, we know you will. You're going to be as much as
I'll catch on.
I think there's a camera pointing at us. We can look at that camera.
And everybody that puts this on, hopefully before we leave, we're going to talk to you again.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Let me see what this guy knows this race. He's got more laps on this race.
Albie Ovitt.
I've been here since 1976. Congratulations.
That's off the grid, but he's got his stuff together.
Jeff, for one.
Yeah, Jeff and Elizabeth. How are you? Nice enough to pay the bills and put me in. Wayne's Transmission, American News Auto Works, Ciani Racing Products, Berwick Iron and Metal Recycling, Crucius Auto Body, Linux and Lee. Trying to mom and dad celebrate. My sister and dad, Jeff and Elizabeth, the Shea Septic Service.
Your pastor, the weatherman.
Everybody that helps out. It's been a rough couple months. Everybody stood behind me. It really means a lot.
I'll tell you, we would be happy to have you over there. Thank you very much. For a couple of years.
I'm glad to be back. This is home.
Ladies and gentlemen, you talk.
Actually, it's very quick in about 2 seconds. I saw dog. Vicious.
Another official mascot. Well, a bunch of happy campers there. We've been there, and it's once you get there, you want to just keep going back and back. And I'll tell you, that's why we race, is to get there. And these are your local heroes. They never get the publicity, and that's what this show's all about, is giving them some publicity. And they're out there racing every week during the summer. Okay, our next segment was taken at Star Speedway the following night, which was Saturday, May 4th. It was their unofficial opening. Their official opening is this next Saturday, but they had the modifieds and the strictly stocks. And they had a pit party out on the main straightaway before the race. They all lined up. Fans could come out, sign autographs, sit in the cars. We had some little kids that would sit in the cars and they got scared and started crying because they weren't used to that. You could barely see them in there. That's the 05 of Jake Dorr. He's signing this young girl's shirt.
Don't sit next to it.
79, I don't know who that is, but he ran up front. I think he finished 4th or 5th.
Guys, I didn't know Channel 9 was here.
Number 51, Russ Wood Jr. That's his dad, the 8-time super modified champ. And this car, the number 84, is driven by a young lady.
Should I wear the radio tonight?
Just a beautiful car.
Right.
That's a number 12 out front, Todd Anarumo. Being chased by Jake Dorr. Right there, Jake slowed down and came off the track. Unfortunately, he had a broken camshaft in his engine and wasn't able to continue. Hopefully, he'll be out next week. This is the pits during the race, during the yellow flag. Russ Wood Jr. came in. He had a problem with a loose race car all night. They kept trying to make adjustments. Left rear shock and springs, trying to take some cross weight out of it. That's Jake Dorr with the white push truck behind him. They ran to the car to see if they could figure out what it was, and I guess they didn't know it was a broken camshaft, but the engine just wouldn't run. tough way to start the season for the defending Star Speedway champ. Todd still out front, being chased by the blue and white car of Kevin Iannarello. Hope I'm not butchering that too bad. The third place car, the black car, was Mike Douglas Jr. His dad was a super modified star at Star Speedway for a long time, back in the 70s and 80s. He had one of the fastest cars there. Now he's crew chiefing for his son. And he says that's just as exciting as winning the race as seeing his son win. Douglas got around Kevin for second. Kevin's battling it out for third place now. And here's the victory lane. That's Todd Anarumo with his family.
Smile, Ty. Give the thumb up. He listened. You told him to put his finger up, he did it.
Mike Douglas Jr., second place. Beautiful modified. And Kevin Iannarello. I'm sorry. I keep trying to get it right, but he did quite a job finishing third. So that's it from Star and Lee. Next week, Lee's going to be running their second show, Super Modifieds, Hobby Stocks, Ironman, and Late Model Sportsman. And Star will be running their official opening night. They're going to have the Modifieds, the Outlaws, the Strictly Stocks, and NEMA Lights, Northeast Midget Association Lights. And it's going to be quite a night. Hopefully the weather will cooperate. And we'll be there, try to take in as much action as we can. We like to take you through the pits so that you can see the cars before they get out on the track. Because there's quite a few cars there at Star and Lee combined. And as far as Star goes, David McGuire tapes all the races. And you can see them on YouTube in their entirety. If you go on YouTube, look for Dave McGuire, and you'll get to see all the races at Star. He does quite a job. And we hope to see you all there this weekend. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week.